Like, don't get me wrong, yo. It's all good with righteous struggle, but you gotta look at it. It's not called struggling if you're put in a situation. It's called struggling if you put yourself there. All right. Example: if you're a lazy motherfucker who don't look for a job, who don't try to enhance the gifts that you may have been given, right? We're not talking about trying to be famous. We're talking about trying to survive. If you depend on robbing, selling drugs, stealing, doing mischievous things, you're lazy. You're lazy. Because it's 2019, right? You're able to go and get a job, find employment, and provide for yourself. You may not be able to buy Louboutins, Gucci and Louis belts, Chanel bags, but you're able to purchase a vehicle, put a roof over your head, and money and food on your table, right? Struggling would be you choosing to do nothing but still expecting to have those things I listed, the necessity. You're struggling because you're not putting in the hard work and dedication to get the essentials for what you need. A lot of people are focused on, man, people don't even think about the essentials. People only think about the essentials when that's all they have. Motherfuckers out here trying to buy the biggest Chanel bag in the store, Gucci, Louis, Prada, big Benzes, foreign cars, Cuban links. That's what niggas, that's where that mind goes. That mind goes from 0 to 100. They become a teenager, they see television. Quickly, it's no more, I need a modest house, I want a car, and a family. It's, I need to have 10,000 bad bitches, Cuban links, I need to be all over the world, I need to have all the flyest gear, and if I don't have that, I'm not shit and neither are you. Forced struggle, which is what we go through as empowered individuals, is when they limit your ability to provide for yourself. So we're not talking about becoming famous. We're not talking about ranking up. We're talking about simply the ability to go to work, right? Make an honest income so that you may provide for yourself to survive. And if you are fortunate enough to have a job as a empowered individual, you know that they fuck with you 24/7. They fucking with you on the job. They're trying to make it harder. They want you to quit. They want you to go crazy. They want you to incriminate yourself. All of the above, right? So, no, you cannot tell me that I'm struggling based off things I've done. I've never been a lazy person. You understand? Never. Never been a lazy person. I've always had one or two jobs. Maintained them. Elevated in them. So, it's disgusting when you hear people talk about targeted individuals as if we are lazy. And, they know the truth. But it's a mind game because at the end of the day, they have this mindset of, well, who do we think we are that we don't have to be a slave? No, sir, the question is, who the fuck are you that wants to be a slave? That's the question. Don't question me for not wanting to be a slave. Question your dumb ass for wanting to be a slave, and your mama being a slave, and your granddaddy being a slave, and your auntie and your bitch being a slave, your girl, and your homeboys be question that. See, that's the thing. They don't question uh, conforming. They don't question tradition. They question the box outside of tradition, which is reality. Everyone wants to talk about reality. Reality is you shouldn't have to be a fucking slave to put in your own work so that you can reap your own efforts and what they produce. Everyone should receive according to what their efforts produce. If you put in minimum work, you're getting minimum results. It is like if you go to the gym and you want to lose 50 pounds. If you just sit there and watch TV for 3 months, are you going to lose any weight? No, it's based on the effort that you put in. Okay? Now, when you're stopping me and other individuals from obtaining the work in which we have more than enough effort and are overly qualified for majority of these positions, what is your excuse, sir? What then are you bringing to the table? Nothing. Nothing. So you have no reason. You have no argument. There is no logic whatsoever. Because you're basically saying, okay, you're not working. You're looking for a job, but you're not working. And we know you're not working because we're the ones who's making it difficult for you to work. Aha. So with me knowing this, I'm like, so what is your point? My point is that you should shut the fuck up. And I'm not meaning that's my point. You know, they don't have a point. And because they don't have a point, my response would be to shut the fuck up. Because you can't talk about what someone's trying to do. You can talk about what they're not. And so, it's just hopefully encouraging some people who go through the daily work battle. Because as you know, there are people out here homeless, man. There are out here people sleeping in their cars and moving back and forth from motels and hotels trying to have a decent life. And it's not based on our efforts. We are overly qualified for majority of positions being offered unto America today. It just so happens that the world that we live in is based on conformality, based on slavery, okay? People are slaves to money, which means nothing. You're a slave for something that you can't take with you. I mean, you're a slave for money that you die today, it's gone. Somebody's going to be spending that shit. And you have nothing to show for it. I've never been a slave for money. I like nice things, which means what? I'm willing to put in the work and wherever it takes for me to get my money. So I can get what I'd like. It's not to be on BET. It's not to walk the red carpet. It is for me. And however I decide to get my money, abiding by the law, statutes, and commandments, that should be no one's issue or concern. And that's what people fail to realize. You have the whole world caught up in everyone's business, and we don't have enough millionaires. If we had as much people who were so-called concerned with what everyone else is doing, I'm pretty sure we'd have a lot more millionaires right now. There's no such thing as a self-made millionaire. If you find a nigga that made $1 million by himself without joining any corporation, any gang, having any allies or any alliances, then I'll apologize. But I know it's not out there. I know it's not out there. Okay, because bribery, blackmailing, and lying are the keys to any success out here today. And always have been. I mean, you can look back at the old mafia movies. Okay? So stop acting like there's a such thing as an honest living. There is. You working, you going to work every day, that. But I'm just talking about as far as this multi-million-dollar idea that everyone's out here who's making millions of dollars and the Forbes list like these guys like nah, bro, it's bullshit. You know, the more money you make, the more sadistic you become. So, you know, this is my little spiel, man, because I feel like people don't really grasp the situation. Reality isn't being a slave. It's your reality. Everyone else's reality is different. There's a reality and there's the reality. And the reality is that we all are here to serve a purpose greater than ourselves. But 90% of the world is focused on serving themselves, and everyone is not going to be living to be 200. I don't know anyone living at 200 years old. So that means that if your purpose in life was to be all about you, then you'd have infinite life. You'd live forever, physically. But because you don't live forever, then that means that your life has to be for something greater. I was talking to a friend of mine in this shit, man, and he made a great point. It's like, not everybody's here for the same reason. But the American dream tells you that you are. You're here to work so that you can have apple pie, a picket fence, a boy named Johnny, a girl named Jane, a loving wife, and you go on picnics and ride in station wagons. And you go to every holiday and it's just la 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 la, and kids are playing with kids and ice cream cones and ice cream trucks, and this is how the world is. It's not how the fucking world is. It's not. It's not. And I'm sick and tired of motherfuckers out here acting like I'm missing out on some shit. What am I missing out on? Please, somebody inform me. What the fuck am I missing out on? Please, what am I missing out on? A soul? I'm missing out on losing my soul? Is that what we doing now? I'm missing out on losing my soul. So I'm just supposed to give all of me for an opportunity? Not even a guarantee. You know how many niggas have sold their soul for an opportunity? Opportunity isn't guaranteed. You're giving a chance. Opportunity is a chance. I mean, when you're given a job, that's an opportunity. You get fired because you didn't do what you're supposed to do with the opportunity. Okay? So a lot of these people are selling their soul for an idea. You know what I mean? Look how many people have record label stories of record labels and not getting royalties and shit because they were sold a facade that was not guaranteed. Because if they had it guaranteed, they'd have the masters and the royalties right now. Okay? So a lot of people are selling their soul for temporary shit, man. I would never sell my soul. But you motherfuckers are definitely doing it the wrong way. I mean, you got motherfuckers out here with Lamborghinis, Bentleys, mansions, vacation homes, private jets, and you motherfuckers are sitting in a hot-ass house all day. Worried about what the fuck I'm doing. And worried about what everyone else is doing who's going through this shit. Like that doesn't seem prosperous to me, my guy. That doesn't seem like you came in on the top end of the deal. Let that shit marinate.